Hey guys, it's ItsSMOGONdevo back at it with some more Jumbo Cup practice content. Today we're going to be going over some of the same old picks that we've been messing around with. So you're going to see some more love for the Alolan Raichu, Beedrill, Pidgeot, Vigoroth, and I believe a little bit of Venusaur in here too, and some Magneton. A lot of this was prep for my tournament. That's long since passed by now, so I didn't want to mess around too much with the lineup. Really just trying to get a good feel for it, test it against as many people as possible. I liked most of it. I did make one change before the tournament. I swapped Magneton for Lantern. Again, playing off the last video, I thought the double electric issue happened to be the two I was using, but that's not the case. But anyways, let's jump into this practice battle. You can get a feel for more of these picks. A lot of these I feel like are still pretty common picks for a lot of people, so there's still some value in checking it out, especially with Beedrill. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into these battles. Alright, so here we are. Gonna mess around with the Alolan Raichu lead, and Beedrill and Pidgeot on the back here. So we managed to lead into Vigoroth. Quite the interesting matchup. Here I'm actually going to try to Piggy, but the leg is real. So this time I choose to shield the first Body Slam coming in. Then I go actually for a Thunder Punch here. Doesn't shield. So I didn't win the bait game, which means I'm going to go for a second Thunder Punch. I'll take this Body Slam, I know I can take it. And get my second Thunder Punch off. Raichu's going to go down. But then I can bring in my Beedrill here. Don't want to burn my final shield just yet, so I'll take this Body Slam. And now I play a dangerous game here with the Poison Jabs. Able to knock out Vigoroth, and I have a bit of energy spared. So I'll go for a Sludge Bomb on the Noctowl, hoping to put on some pressure, do chip or get a shield, it doesn't matter. So that I can bring in my Pidgeot now. Then I want to chip him down and get some energy. Gonna shield the first Sky Attack, keep Pidgeot healthy. And then I choose to try to Piggy him here. A little bit, but actually no, I actually just go for the Aerial Ace. So he does shield that Aerial Ace coming in, and now I just want to try to get as much energy as I can for Pidgeot to wail on whatever comes in. So I'm just farming up some energy here, thinking I can knock him out with wing attacks. He does switch out and I hear the Venusaur cry. So I go straight for a Brave Bird and absolutely shred that Venusaur. And now the wing attacks will knock out Noctowl. So jumping into the next battle, we're going to go ahead and go with a familiar lineup. The Vigoroth, Alolan Raichu, and Pidgeot. Vigoroth lead. Lead into the mirror. And again, what I like to do here, I like to Piggy as much as I can, but experienced players know to do the same to you. So you kind of just have to know when to take the loss. Go for a Body Slam, be the first one. And I make a switch, and luckily for me, I am able to get it into Pidgeot. So now I've burnt his energy there, and I have Pidgeot with a slight energy lead on this Noctowl. I am going to shield because I'm not 100% sure I can take the Sky Attack at this range. And I want to go Brave Bird to either draw a final shield or do as much chip as possible. So I get that chip. And then I'm trying to push to Aerial Ace, but I'm just short. So I will let Pidgeot go down, so that I can bring in the Alolan Raichu to farm him up. Dangerous game, but I am able to do it. Got some energy here, so now I'll go for a Wild Charge into the Venusaur. He doesn't shield, so I'll switch in Vigoroth and land this Body Slam. Put in some pressure. Get that final shield, which is great. Losing matchup for me, so I don't want to quite shield my Vigoroth. Instead, I'll let it go down and bring in a Alolan Raichu. My play here now is to farm up energy. So I have to shield this Body Slam, but now I know he's low energy. So I choose to use this opportunity to build a little bit more energy and go for a Thunder Punch. And then I'm hoping I have just enough energy to go for another Wild Charge or be able to build to it. Luckily for me, I have just enough for a Wild Charge, and then it's able to actually knock out or nearly knocked out Venusaur, and the spark damage will finish it. We're going to jump into the battle, this following battle with the same team. Vigoroth lead again. We lead into Noctowl. So I know I have Raichu in the back, so Vigoroth doesn't have to dismantle his Noctowl. So I build up a little bit more energy and I go for a Body Slam. And then I try to switch, but I'm not able to. So I will actually take the Sky Attack. But he actually goes for Nightshade, so even better for me. He switches out into Venusaur, so Raichu's not in the greatest position. Want to do as much damage as I can in that case. But he does shield it. Not wanting to take any damage on that Venusaur. If I shielded, I could have gone to another Wild Charge, but I figured better move to just save shields for Pidgeot. So I actually choose not to shield. I made a gamble. I thought he would Frenzy Plant, to be honest, so it's a good thing that I didn't shield. But now I can farm down his Venusaur, and all I have to do is burn this shield right here. Yeah, and then I'll be able to just chip him down with wing attacks. I'll go straight away for a Brave Bird, but unfortunately for me he brings in Raikou. So I'll try to switch back in Vigoroth and go for a Body Slam that I had built up earlier. Does a ton of damage. And then I'm actually able to knock him out before he gets a Wild Charge with another Body Slam to spare. I will shield the move coming in so that I can launch off my own Body Slam. Get his final shield as well, but these counters will put in a lot of work and they will actually let me get to another Body Slam. So we'll go ahead and knock out the Noctowl. Take that match as well. Jumping into the next one, we're going to go ahead and try the Venusaur lead with Vig and Pidgeot in the back. We lead into Noctowl, unfortunately, pretty horrible. So I want to just take out as much health or build up energy. Just checking to see what I had in the back. I'll shield here. Goes for that Sky Attack, and then I will actually go for a Sludge Bomb. Get about half his health. I want to try to get off another one to try to get a shield, and I am able to, but charge move priority allows him to get a Sky Attack before me. So Venusaur will go down, but now I can bring in Vigoroth. Got one shield left, and I actually choose not to shield Sky Attack, hoping to instead just farm up some energy. Go for this Body Slam into the Venusaur. Get off a second one as well. Finally get that first shield. Then I can actually get to a third Body Slam as well. Drop both shields here. And then I have Pidgeot in the back here. So I'm going to shield the first move coming in, but he's built up a ton of energy. He switches out that Venusaur into Raikou, and now I know Pidgeot's pretty much done. Gets off a Wild Charge and will be able to knock out Pidgeot. So for the next one, we're actually going to go ahead and lead Pidgeot with Beedrill and Vig in the back. More battles with Mailman over here. We lead Pidgeot into Venusaur, which is an excellent matchup. Pidgeot looks so majestic. But he switches out into Vigoroth, but I do have a slight energy lead. So I'm going to take this Body Slam. I know I have Beedrill in the back too, so I'm not too worried about saving Pidgeot for Venusaur. I go for a Brave Bird and take a chunk of his health out, and then switch out into Beedrill. I will shield this. Keep Beedrill healthy. Try to knock it out with Poison Jabs. Brings in Noctowl, so I go for a Sludge Bomb, trying to apply some pressure. Did shield it. So now we're even. and I'm hoping to push for a second Sludge Bomb. He over-farms me a bit, but he can get to the Sky Attack. I'll let Beedrill go down and then bring in my Vig. Waiting for my Switch Timer to go down there. Yeah, he overcharged me, or over-farmed me, so I can get to his Sky Attack pretty quickly. Brings in the Venusaur, so I'm going to go for it. Body Slam. Then I'll switch back into Pidgeot. I will shield here. Don't quite want to lose Pidgeot yet. Farm up some energy, and I'm able to knock out the Venusaur, so I go for an Aerial Ace here. Probably should have just went for Brave Bird, but falls for that bait, and then I'm hoping to get to another Aerial Ace, but I am short. So I have to get to my Body Slam, but he does have the energy lead on me, and will get to Sky Attack first. I'm not going to figure off. So that's that match. Jumping into the final battle, we're going to go ahead with the Beedrill lead with Venusaur and Magneton in the back. So I lead Beedrill into his Noctowl, not the greatest matchup for me. Trying to get off a Sludge Bomb, and I make a switch hoping to catch a Sky Attack, but he was just farming me down. He switches in Venusaur, so now I'm going to go for these Magnet Bombs. And I can get to a second one almost, but I choose not to burn a shield there. Luckily I do hang in there and get off a second Magnet Bomb. Get that shield and maintain an advantage. Magneton's going to go down here. I'm going to shield this because I need Beedrill to be healthy. Try to chip him down with these fast moves. Able to just do it. Then I got a Sludge Bomb ready, so I'll launch it right out. Brings in the Noctowl again. And does shield that move. But I'm very close to a second Sludge Bomb, so I decide to shield the Beedrill here. I get off that Sludge Bomb. Do a ton of damage to Noctowl. Now he switches in Raikou, so I'm going to build to another Sludge Bomb. And I'm able to get to it, and it's actually going to obliterate this Raikou. Beedrill putting in some work, and then the Poison Jabs will almost knock out Noctowl. He has a Sky Attack ready, so this is really close, but Venusaur just hangs on, and then can knock out Noctowl with these Vine Whips. Alright, I hope you enjoyed those battles. Beedrill really put in work at the end there. It's definitely a really good pick to have on your team. Maybe not with the double electric teams for the reasons I've kind of went over in the last few videos. But I do honestly love it despite not running it anymore. So for the next video, we're going to be continuing a lot of the same players here, but we will be slowly transitioning into more or less the team I ended up running in the tournament. And then following that, the videos will be featuring more of the picks that I'm using currently. So stay tuned for that. I hope it's not getting too tiring following more or less the same few picks. I'm gonna try to be diversifying the picks I use very soon, but again, bear with me now while I still feel out the meta and test out some key picks that I thought were going to be excellent choices. I have a ton of other stuff ready. Like I do have a Heracross that's just not second moved. I have a Poison Fang Venomoth. Got the Thundershock Raichu. I have a Masquerain and a Scythe. Like I have a ton of stuff for this cup ready. I just haven't shown it off yet. Stay tuned and you will definitely see those things pop up. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys liked it, please leave a comment. Don't forget to drop a like and go ahead and sub to my channel. Take care for now, guys.